In 2006, Climate Generation launched the Summer Institute for Climate Change Education. We held it at the School of Environmental Studies, a longtime educational partner.
We did the first interview for the Senior Foundation right here, forming the foundation, but we did have some teachers together.
We were unveiling our first curriculum for grades 9 through 12. And we were also getting ready to put together an expedition to the Canadian Arctic.
I remember feeling so excited to be a part of an organization that was actually developing climate change education and resources and training teachers in it, because it was really a rarity at the time.
To give teachers the language to talk about climate change and global warming in a way that that is based in science, that is based in fact, that is not intimidating, and is non-political.
Those partnerships then expanded into an idea of having a Summer Institute for Climate Change Education, a way to bring people together around those ideas of sharing the experiences that were happening on the expedition, bring those experiences into classrooms with curriculum written by teachers, something tangible that then they could take and bring them to teachers. Here you go.
It really changed the way I taught because it made me be a learner along with my kids. We could investigate things together and make up the learning adventure as we went.
This is going to be okay. We have standards to back us up. We have science to back us up. So I felt like that was really fabulous.
Our Summer Institute for Climate Change Education has had a profound impact on the education community here in Minnesota, as well as nationally. We've reached over 670 educators who've attended the Institute since 2006, coming from 20 states. 90 of those educators have returned for more than one institute.
Providing them with climate change education resources, providing them with training on how to implement those resources, and connecting them with experts in the field of climate science, climate change education, and climate change solutions.
We have to teach science. There isn't any more exciting times than right now, because there's so many different things that are changing and going on. Observations that you can make now, and then 5 years later, you can compare these various observations.
When an educator owns that curriculum in a certain sense and has a passion and a feeling, a real understanding about it, it changes the way they teach.
Each of the resources that we developed are tied to national and state science and social studies and language arts standards. We have had the honor of hosting a number of prestigious and respected individuals over the years who are experts in climate change science and climate change education.
The primary message is that the climate change issue is urgent. And it's really hard for people to realize that because you don't notice slow climate change with large weather fluctuations from day to day.
The scientific consensus on the reality of global warming is as strong as the scientific consensus on tobacco was in the 1960s. And we knew that tobacco was harmful, and the government took action against it in the 1960s. Now, here we are 40 years later, nearly 50 years. It's the same story. We have a scientific consensus, but we have a lot of reluctance to do anything about it.
The world has made it abundantly clear what's happening. When the Arctic begins to melt, when every high-altitude glacier starts to melt, when we begin to see epic drought, when the chemistry of seawater changes, well, eventually it grabs your attention.
Recently, we were recognized by the White House for our efforts to advance climate literacy and education.
And the thing that is, I think that has drawn me to Climate Generation is, one, the quality. I mean, everything that comes across my desk and I have an opportunity to use is good. I mean, good to that level of, wow, kind of a wow moment.
It's really an exciting opportunity for us to continue to support teachers with curriculum resources like the new Next Generation Climate Curriculum we're going to be producing later this year that meets the new Next Generation Science Standards. We'll be continuing to offer professional development resources in the form of the Summer Institute, as well as workshops and webinars. And most importantly, we're excited to continue to follow where the issue is going and what teachers need to learn how to build the next generation of climate leaders who are aware of the issue, knowledgeable of what causes it, and most importantly, are engaged in solutions.